So you're thinking about a management degree from Dell University, but you're kind of drowning in a sea of acronyms, right? BMS, BBE, BBA FII. What does it all mean? Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to make this whole thing crystal clear. Okay, let's get right into it.
Does this slide basically sum up your brain right now? Yeah, don't worry. You are definitely not alone. These three courses sound so similar, it's super easy to get tangled up in the details and feel completely lost.
And that's a promise. Stick with me for just the next 5 minutes, and I guarantee you'll walk away with the clarity you need to pick the perfect path for you.
So let's kick things off with the most important question. What are these courses really about? We're going to pull back the curtain and break them down so you can see exactly where you fit in.
The easiest way to think about it is like this. BMS is your Swiss Army knife. It's super versatile and can handle pretty much anything. BBE and BBA FIA, on the other hand, they're more like precision tools. They're designed for very specific, specialized jobs.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. First up, BMS, Bachelor of Management Studies. This is basically a mini MBA. You'll get a taste of everything: marketing, HR, finance, strategy. It makes it the safest, most flexible option if you're thinking about consulting, startups, or a big-time MBA later on. Next, BBE, or Business Economics. Now, this is not your boring high school econ class, okay? It's all about applying economic theory to solve actual business problems, things like pricing, data analysis, and policy. If you love digging into numbers and data, this is for you. And finally, BBA in Financial Investment Analysis. The name says it all, right? This is pure, hardcore finance. It's built to be a launchpad straight into investment banking. This is for the person who has zero doubts they want a life in finance. Okay, so you've maybe got your eye on one of the courses. Now, how do you actually get in? Let's talk about the rules of the game, because they are strict.
For all three of these courses, the COET, or the Common University Entrance Test, has a very specific recipe. You need one language paper, like English, you absolutely need mathematics or applied mathematics, and you need the general aptitude test. Your final merit score is calculated from this exact combination, and that's it. Nothing else matters.
And this brings me to the single most important rule. I really can't stress this enough. If you did not take math or applied math in your 12th grade, you are not eligible for these courses, period. It doesn't matter how amazing your CUET score is. This is a complete deal breaker, so please take this one seriously. So once your CUET scores are out, the whole admission process happens on the university's CSAS portal. It's basically 3 steps. First, you register. Simple. Step 2 is the crucial one: preference filling. This is where you get strategic and create a smart ladder, a list of your dream colleges, some realistic ones, and a few safe bets. This strategy is key. It maximizes your chances. And finally, step 3 is the allocation, where you get your seat. Then you decide, do you accept it, try to upgrade to a higher choice, or freeze it and lock it in?
Now, here's something you have to understand about Delhi University. The course you pick is only half the story. The college you actually attend, that can have a massive impact on your entire career. So let's get real about the different tiers. At the absolute top of the mountain is Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, or SSCBS. This is the dream ticket, okay? The best companies, the smartest students, and incredible culture. If you get in, you just take it, no questions asked. Then you have the Tier 2 colleges. These are fantastic, strong schools that can lead to great things, but you have to be proactive. You got to hustle for your own internships. And in Tier 3, you're getting a solid platform with lots of opportunities. But the key here is you have to be a self-starter. You are the one in the driver's seat of your own career. And check this out. This is maybe one of the most incredible things about DU. The annual fee for these top management degrees is just 15,000 to 35,000 rupees a year. Let that sink in. The return on investment is it's unbelievable. It makes this amazing education accessible to pretty much everyone. All right, let's get to the topic I know is on everyone's mind: placements. What kind of job can you actually expect when you graduate? It's time for a little reality check. This chart tells a pretty clear story, doesn't it? The average package at SSCBS consistently lands in that 10 to 12 lakh per year range. So why the big gap? Well, it's that intense competition to get in, which creates this amazing peer group, plus a powerful alumni network that the top firms actively hunt down. For most other DU colleges, the average is closer to 5 to 7 lakhs. That doesn't mean you can't get a great job. It just means you got to work a little harder to make yourself stand out from the crowd. So here's the most crucial takeaway of this whole thing. Delhi University does not guarantee you a job. What it does is give you an incredibly powerful platform. What you build on that platform, the skills you learn, the internships you get, the network you create, that is entirely up to you. And honestly, that's what makes it so exciting. Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So now let's put it all together. Let's create your own personal course formula to help you make that perfect choice. So choose BMS if you want options. If you value flexibility and want that broad MBA-style foundation to figure out what you're passionate about, whether it's business, an MBA, or your own startup. Choose BBE if you're a numbers person. If you have an analytical mind and you get excited about using data and economics to make smart business decisions, BBE is where you'll thrive. And finally, choose BBA in financial investment analysis if and only if you have absolute, unshakable clarity that your future is in hardcore finance. If you're already dreaming about stock tickers and valuation models, this specialized path is for you. Look, I know this decision can feel overwhelming, but you're not lost in the dark anymore. You now have the map. You have the key. You have everything you need to make a really smart, confident choice. So the only question left is, where will your DU journey begin?